Hi friends, today I am going to teach you the first chapter of class 9, that is number system. In this chapter I am going to teach you about different type of numbers. The set of natural number is represented by the letter capital N and it includes all the counting numbers starting from 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. So here you can clearly see the smallest natural number is 1 and we cannot say about the largest natural number because it is endless. Then comes to your whole number. Whole number, the set of whole number is represented by the letter W. It starts from the element 0 along with the other natural number. You can clearly see here Z. So 0 is the smallest whole number, 1 is the smallest natural number. Then the question arises whether all the natural numbers are whole number. Yes, you can clearly see 1, 2, 3, 4 and here also 1, 2, 3, 4. So all natural numbers can be referred as whole numbers, but you can see 0 is a whole number which is not inside the natural number set. Therefore all whole numbers cannot be called as natural number because 0 is a whole number which cannot be a natural number. Then comes to another type of number which is called integer, and the set of integer is represented by the letter Z. Then the question arises, why I have taken the letter Z to represent integer instead of a letter I? Because the letter Z has been derived from the word Zahlen. Zahlen is a German word which means to count, and the first 4 letters of the word Zahlen means number. Jahal means number. Therefore we have taken Z to represent the set of a integer. Then what number should be included in the set of a integer? If we put 0 at the center, 0 along with all natural numbers are included inside the set of integers. It has another type of number also which are called negative integers. That means -1, -2, -3 and so on. So the set of integers represents all the natural numbers, all the whole numbers along with the negative numbers. So you can see that if we consider 0 at the central part, then the right side of the 0 are positive number, the left side of the 0 represent the negative number. In a number line, we have already taught in previous classes that the center part of the number line represents 0 and the right side represent all the positive natural numbers and the left side is your negative integers. So here you can see if we move right to the 0, the value of number increases. If we move left to the 0, the value of number decreases. So if the question arises what is the smallest integer, you can clearly see that the value of numbers decreasing and this arrow mark indicates there is no end in this side. So the smallest integer cannot exist. Similarly, the largest integer also cannot exist. So there is no smallest and largest integer in the set of integer. Then move to, is there any number besides these three numbers, natural number, whole number and integers? And your answer should be yes. There are also another type of number excluding these three types of number, that is natural number, whole number and integers. It is called rational number. Then the question arises, what is rational number? First of all, you should remember the set of a rational number is represented by the letter Q. Why Q? The letter Q is for quotient. Quotient, you know, quotient means ratio. Then the question arises, what is a rational number which is represented by the letter Q? Then the definition states that any number which can be represented in the form P by Q, where P and Q are integers but the denominator Q does not equal to 0. Then comes to natural number. Natural number represent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. Here you can see 1 can be written as 1 by 1, 2 can be written as 2 by 1, 3 can be written as 3 by 1, 4 can be written as 4 by 1 and so on. So all the natural numbers can be written in the form P and Q, where P, Q are integers and Q does not equal to 0. Then we can say all the natural numbers are also rational numbers. Then comes to whole number. Whole number starts from 0 along with all natural numbers. We have already talked about that the natural numbers are also rational number. So is 0 a rational number? And the answer is yes. 0 can be represented by 0 by 1, 0 by 2, 0 by 3, 0 by 4 and so on. So therefore all whole numbers are also natural number. Then comes to integer. In integer, I have already discussed about the whole numbers. These whole numbers are rational number. Then the negative integers, minus 3 can be written as minus 3 by 1, minus 2 can be written as minus 2 by 1, minus 1 can be written as minus 2 by 1. So you can see all the integers are also rational number. So we have seen that all natural numbers belongs to rational number, all whole numbers belongs to rational number, all integers belongs to rational number. Then are the reverse are true? That means all rational numbers are natural numbers, whether all the rational numbers are whole number, yeah, all the rational numbers are integers. Then listen to me very carefully. Suppose 2 by 3. Here you can see that 2 by 3 is in the form of a P by Q, where P is represented by 2 and Q is represented by 3. And PQ, that means 2 and 3 are integers and Q does not equal to 0. So 2 by 3 can be considered as a rational number. Then is it a natural number? The answer is no. Is it a whole number? The answer is no. Is it a integer? The answer is no. So the reverse does not always true. That means all the natural number, whole numbers and integer are rational number, but all rational numbers are not natural number, all rational numbers are not whole number, or rational numbers are not integer. Now I am going to discuss the examples given in your book. Look at example number 1. Here you can clearly see the example 1 states in its first bit that every whole number is a natural number. I have already talked about that every whole number can be represented in the form P by Q. Then yes, every whole number is a, because the whole number starts from 0. 0 can be written as 0 by 1, 1 can be written as 1 by 1, 2 can be written as 2 by 1. So all the natural numbers, all the whole numbers are. Come to the example 1 of your book. The question states that are the following statements are true or false? Give reason for your answer. Then the first bit is given as every whole number is a natural number. You can see the whole number set contain the element 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Then the question is every whole number is a natural number, and you know that the natural number starts from 1, 2, 3 and so on. Here you can clearly see all the whole numbers are not natural number, because in whole number set there is 0, but natural number set does not contain 0. So the answer of the first question is false. रीजन में आप लिख सकते हो 0 is a whole number which is not a natural number. Okay, now comes to the second bit. Every integer is a rational number. You know that the integer set is represented by the letter Z, and it includes all the negative numbers along with 0 and positive number. Are these numbers are rational numbers? The answer is true. Why? Because 3 can be written, minus 3 can be written as minus 3 by 1, minus 2 can be written as minus 2 by 1, minus 1 can be written as minus 1 by 1, 0 can be written as 0 by 1, 1 can be written as 1 by 1 and so on. So all the integers can be written in the form P by Q, where P and Q both are integers but Q does not equal to 0. So all integers are rational number, no doubt. Then the answer of the second question is true. Then comes to the bit 3. Bit 3 states that every rational number is an integer. क्वेश्चन 3 में दिया गया है क्या हम सभी रेशनल नंबर को इंटीजर कह सकते हैं? Then the answer is false. Why? I am giving an example to you. Here you can see 2 by 3 is a rational number because it is in the form p by q. P and q are integers, q does not equal to 0. But is it a integer? Is 2 by 3 is a integer? The answer is no. Therefore, the bit 3 is false. Every rational number cannot be called as integer. It is not true for all numbers because 4 is also called rational number, 4 is also called integer, but 2 by 3 is a rational number, but it is not an integer. Before moving to the example number 2, I have a formula for you. Suppose x and y be any rational number, then x plus y by 2 is also a rational number which lie exactly between x and y. Then if you add x with x plus y by 2 and the sum is divided by 2, then you will get a number which lie between x and x plus y by 2. Similarly, you can also find a number between x plus y by 2 and y in this manner. Then here 50 and 100 are two rational number. Then 50 plus 100 by 2, that is 150 by 2 is equal to 75, lies between 50 and 100. Similarly, if you take 2 by 3 and 5 by 8, 2 by 3 and 5 by 8 are two rational numbers. Then another rational number which lie exactly between 2 by 3 and 5 by 8 is 2 by 3 plus 5 by 8 whole divided by 2. If you take the LCM of 8 and 3, that is 24. 24 divided 3, 8 to the 16 plus 15, that is 31 by 24 by 2, this is equal to 31 by 48. So 31 by 48 is a rational number which lie between 2 by 3 and 5 by 8. Here you can also find other rational numbers lying between 2 by 3, 31 by 8, 31 by 8, 5 by 8. You can find infinitely many numbers between any two rational numbers. Then move to example number 2. The example number 2 states that we have to find out 5 rational numbers between 1 and 2. 1 and 2. We have many methods to find 5 rational numbers between 1 and 2. I will discuss one by one with you. First, write 1 and 2 in the form of two like fractions. 1 by 1 can be written as 10 by 10. Similarly, 2 can be written as 20 by 10. Here 10 by 10 and 20 by 10 are two like fractions. So 11 by 10, 12 by 10, 13 by 10, 14 by 10, 15 by 10. These are the 5 rational numbers which lie between 10 by 10 and 20 by 10. But 10 by 10 represent 1, 20 by 10 represent 2. So these 5 numbers also lie between 1 and 2. This is one method. If we put the formula I have given earlier, then you can also find 5 rational number. I will show you how. The first number which lie exactly between 1 and 2 is 1 plus 2 by 2, that is 3 by 2. So 3 by 2 is a rational number lie between 1 and 2. Then add 1 plus 3 by 2, 1 plus 3 by 2 whole by 2 is equal to 2 plus 3 by 2 by 2, that means 2 plus 3 by 4, that is 5 by 4. Here 5 by 4. If you add these two and divide the result by 2, you will get another rational number between 5 by 4 and 3 by 2, which also lie between 1 and 2. So add 5 by 4 plus 3 by 2 whole divided by 2. LCM is 4. 5 plus 6 by 2. So 11 by 8. 11 by 8 is a rational number. So in this method you can find infinitely many numbers between 1 and 2. But here your requirement is a 5 rational number. Then I will show you another method in which you can also find 5 rational number between 1 and 2. 1 can be written in the form 1.00. 2 can be written in the form 2.00. Then 1.01, 1.02, 1.03, 1.04, 1.05, these are the numbers which lie between 1.00 and 2.0, that means 1 and 2. You can write these numbers in form P by Q. In the form P by Q, 101 by 100, 102 by 100, 103 by 100, 104 by 100 and 105 by 100. Exercise 1.1, question number 1 states that is 0 a rational number? Can you write it in the form P by Q, where P and Q are integers but Q does not equal to 0? The answer is yes. I have already discussed with you that every whole number is a rational number. Then 0 is also a whole number, so it will must be a rational number. Then the question arises, can we write 0 in the form P by Q? Yes, 0 can be written as 0 by 1 or 0 by 2 or 0 by 3 and so on. So no doubt 0 is also a rational number. You can see whenever 0 is written as 0 by 1, 0 by 2, 0 by 3, here both the numerator and denominator are integers, but the denominator is not 0. Therefore, it is a rational number. Then comes to question number 2. Question number 2 states that find any 6 rational number between 3 and 4. 3 and 4. So, just write 3 in the form 30 by 10 and write 4 in the form 40 by 10. Now, it will be easy for you to find 5 rational number between 30 by 10 and 40 by 10, but 30 by 10 represent 3, 40 by 10 represent 4. So, these 5 numbers that you will get between 30 by 10 and 40 by 10 lie between 3 and 4. So, 31 by 10, 32 by 10, 33 by 10, 34 by 10, 35 by 10. These are the 5 numbers which lie between 30 by 10 and 40 by 10, that means 3 and 4, because 30 by 10 represent 3 and 40 by 10 represent 4. Okay. Then move to question number 3. Question number 3 states that we have to find 5 rational number between 3 by 5 and 4 by 5. Now, By the same method, here you can see both 3 by 5 and 4 by 5 has 5. So by multiplying 10 both on numerator and denominator, we can get 30 by 50 and 40 by 50. Then if we write 5 rational number between 30 by 50 and 40 by 50, these 5 number also lie between 3 by 5 and 4 by 5. So 31 by 50, 32 by 50, 33 by 50, 34 by 50, 35 by 50. These 5 numbers also lie between 3 by 5 and 4 by 5. So these are the 5 rational number that lie between 3 by 5 and 4 by 5. Okay. Then move to question number 4. Question number 4 is about mentioning the following statement as true or false. The first question is, every natural number is a whole number. Every natural number is a whole number. You know that the natural number is represented by the element 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and so on, and the whole number represented by 0 along with all the natural number. Then the question is, every natural number is a whole number. Every natural number is a whole number. So 1 is a natural number, it is also a whole number. 2 is a natural number, it is also a whole number. 3 is a natural number, it is also a whole number, and so on. So it is true. You can write the bit 1 as right. Every natural number is a whole number. Then move to the bit number 2. In bit number 2, the question is, every integer is a whole number. Every integer is a whole number. You know that the integer set is represented by 0 along with all positive and negative numbers, but the whole number set is represented by 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. Our question is, every integer is a whole number. You can see 0 is an integer, it is also a whole number. 1 is an integer, it is also a whole number. 2 is an integer, it is also a whole number. But if we consider the negative integers are not inside the whole numbers. That means you cannot call all the integers as whole number, because the negative integers are not in the set of whole numbers. So the answer is false. False, you can write here, because negative integers are not whole numbers. Okay. Then move to triple I. In triple I, it is stated that every rational number is a whole number. Suppose 2 by 3. 2 by 3 is a rational number because it is in the form p by q, where p and q are integers but q does not equal 0. But is it a whole number? The answer is no, because we know that whole number is represented by the elements 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. 2 by 3 is not in whole number. So every rational number is not a whole number, as 2 by 3 is a rational number but not a whole number. Okay. Please like, subscribe and share my video.